Has the new BMW M4 gone all shy and retiring? I'm supposed to have one to review, but I can't see it anywhere. It's supposed to be somewhere around here. I have no idea where it is. Oop. Yeah, crap joke. It's a bit in your face, isn't it? Now in this video, I'm going to talk you around the upgrades over the standard 4 Series. I'm going to show you inside, out of it. I'm going to tell you about the good things, the bad things. Of course, I'm going to launch it and take it for a drive and do a little bit of hooning, though I've been told by the press office I'm not to do hooning because they need to save the tyres. But I'm going to ignore that. Anyway, I'm Matt Watson, and you're watching Car Wow.
Buying a new car? Then head to Car Wow, and my team will help you find your next car at a fair price. Car Wow, your one-stop car buying comparison site.
Let's start off this video by talking about the price. So this new M4 starts at £76,000, which is quite a lot of money, isn't it? However, you don't want to pay that. You want to go to Car Wow, configure the M4 and see what offers you can get back. For instance, I did that and I got an offer back for just over £72,000, so a saving of over £3,500. Now I'll put a link up there. If you click on that, you can go to the Car Wow configurator and configure your own M4 or M3 and see how much money you can save on one of these cars. Now if you want to just do that at a later date, or you want to just check out some other cars, simply Google "Help Me Car Wow." My team and I will help you choose the right car for you and get it for a fair price from one of our trusted Car Wow dealers. Let's run through the design changes you get with the M4 over the normal 4 Series. So on the boot lid, you get this little spoiler. This one is actually in the upgraded carbon fibre. You've got your M4 competition badge there. A deeper, more aggressive rear bumper, and they have to break up the design of these big bumpers, and normally they do that with fake vents, but BMW's resisted that urge, and instead they've used a little reflector, which is quite a good idea. Then you've got this huge rear diffuser thing going on here. Don't know how much diffusing it does. Is the underside of the car completely flat? No, therefore it's not going to work, but it looks pretty good. And this one, once again, is in the upgraded carbon fibre. Favourite bit is this though, look, quad tailpipes, and I can test them with this, a rather wide, girthy Car Wow sticker truth. Look, oh yeah, real. You get the idea. They're real. Let's move down the side. This car's got quite a wide stance to it, makes it look very aggressive. Alloy wheels, you've got 20 inches at the back, 19s at the front. You can upgrade the wheels, these are the standard ones, but they don't get any bigger, the design just changes. Big talking point on the M4, of course, is its carbon roof. There's these little fins as well, which not only look cool, but they actually feed air into the little gap in the rear spoiler. Thought about everything. You also get black window surrounds, blacked out rear windows as well. Check this out. This side skirt here is really pronounced. It does make it look as though the car is like hugging the ground. You've got classic M fistable door mirrors. Sorry everybody. Once again, these ones are in carbon fibre. What's this? Now I know M cars have like this little kind of vent on the side. That's not venting anything. I'm going to vent my anger at it. That looks crap. Check this out, right. Brake calipers now, you can have them in different colours. Red, blue or black. Moving around the front, here we go. Right, yes, this is where it all gets very controversial because of the new BMW huge kidney grille or beaver teeth or nostrils or whatever you want to call them. Now, I think it actually works on the M4 because you have a different bonnet. Can you see this sculptured shape into it? It just blends in with that nose. I think the number plate actually helps. It's the first time ever on a car that a number plate actually works and looks good and doesn't ruin the design, it assists it. What do you think about this? I've got used to it. I don't mind it actually. Though to be fair, I mean, most people who are complaining about this are motoring journalists, like, look at that. But if you actually saw the fashion sense of most motoring journalists, you really wouldn't be taking any design advice from them. I'm actually one of the better dressed motoring journalists in the UK, believe it or not. Here's a little test ride. Got our reviews editor Lawrence over there, so I'm going to ask him, Lawrence, what do you think of the new grille on the M4?
I don't like it.
Okay, so he doesn't like it, but have a look at the shoes he's wearing today. Look at those shoes. Now, are you going to take an opinion about design from a guy wearing those kind of shoes? My point exactly. Anyway, let's move on. I like this lower part. This is not controversial. The lower part here of the M4's design is really cool, really aggressive. These carbon bits here, once again, are part of a carbon pack, which includes some carbon back seats. It comes to like £7 but it really does enhance the look. You get these fins then like that. And in case you're wondering, yes, those vents there, they're real. The headlight lenses are smoked for that mean look, and you get adaptive LEDs as standard, though these are the upgraded frickin' laser lights. Man.
Frickin' laser beams attached to their heads.
Anyway, that's the design. Let's go check out the inside. Now, the first thing that stands out are these upgraded seats, which are part of that carbon pack for 7 grand. Oh my gosh, they are lovely seats. And even though they are carbon buckets, they're actually fully electric. Yeah, which is good. What's not so good is that if you're a little bit of a chubber, there ain't no way you're fitting in these seats because they are very snug. Another upgrade inside is the M steering wheel with its classically M fat rim. They like a bit of girth at the BMW. You've got carbon fibre on the steering wheel. You've got carbon fibre paddle shifters here as well. You've got the M stitching. There's also an M gear lever, more of that M stitching, and you've got the different settings for the gear mode. You've got a red starter button. You've got M4 competition badging down here. Carbon fibre trim. That's standard, by the way. You've got M kick plates. You've got more of that stitching here on the seat belt. You got digital dials as standard, well, you get in the 4 Series, but they have like little M touches to them as well. Same with the infotainment system. You've got some extra M bits and pieces and menus and stuff. It's all very Here in the back seats, you've got the same problem as the normal 4 Series, which is that sloping roofline means headroom is limited. Yeah, it's not great. However, when you have these optional bucket seats, they're really thin, so you get loads of knee room, even more than in the normal 4 Series, it feels like. And because the back's cut out in parts like that, you can actually then just slouch like that to create some more headroom and then go all the way forward because there's plenty of room for your knees. I've also noticed this, look, you've got some more M stitching here in the back, which is nice, and a bit of Alcantara there just on the headrests. Again, I'm going, Let's talk about the boot because we kind of need to. Got an electric tailgate as standard. The capacity is the same as the normal 4 Series, which is 440 litres, which is quite a bit bigger than a Mercedes C63 Coupe's boot, which is only like 355 litres. Now, if you want to see my full in-depth video review of that car, click on the pop-out banner up there to go watch it. Anyway, that brings me on to 5 good things about the new BMW M4. You get an acoustic windscreen as standard to help reduce wind noise. The M4 comes with 16 standard colours and most of them are pretty interesting, though if you don't find one you like, you can go into the individual scheme where you have 90 colours to choose from. This car is very, very configurable, so you can alter the engine response, the stiffness of the standard fit adaptive dampers, the weight of the steering, the responsiveness of the brake pedal. You can actually change the traction control between 10 different settings. You can alter the ferocity of the gear changes and the loudness of the exhaust. And you can even use these buttons on the steering wheel, M1 and M2, to go between 2 different of your favourite presets, like that. You can get a special M lap time app for your phone, so you can measure your lap times on various circuits all over the world. You can actually link it to the car's safety camera here, which normally does things like read road signs and stuff like that. But it can actually record footage of your lap so you can watch it back at a later date on your phone. The car comes with a special M drift analyzer, and it'll actually mark your drifts for the duration of the drift, the angle that you've got, and it'll give you a star rating. I think I'll try that in a bit. Anyway, it's not all good news though on this car. Here's 5 annoying things about the new M4. These side skirts may look cool, but you end up like jabbing your Achilles tendons on them when you get out the car, and if you've driven through some mud or something like that, it's going to end up all over the back of your trousers. While these sport seats are lovely, this central bit here, which is hard, gets in the way of your left thigh if you want a left foot brake. Look, see? Really annoying. Jabs in your thigh. Hurts. This new M4 has put on quite a bit of weight. It now tips the scales at 1,730 kilos, which is 140 kilos more than the old M4. So I can't deadlift it now. I could the old car, but I just can't this one. In the UK, you can only get the M4 with an automatic gearbox, whereas in other parts of the world, you can also get it with the manual. Do you want track tyres for your M4? You might do, actually. Unfortunately, you can only specify those if you have the upgraded alloy wheel, even though it's the same size. I don't know why, it's just marketing maybe. Now let's move on with this review and talk about the things that really matter, and that's the mechanical upgrades that you get on this M4. So you've got lowered stiffened suspension over the standard M440i. Also, you've got thicker anti-roll bars, you've got a wider track at the front and the back. You've also got increased camber for improved cornering grip. There's even structural bracing underneath the bonnet. At the back, you've got an M electronically controlled limited slip differential for all those big smoky drifts. Also, it has a redesigned rear subframe for improved handling. Plus, for the first time ever, the M4 isn't only available as a rear-wheel drive model, you can get an all-wheel drive model. And don't worry, it's a switchable system like in the M5, so you can put that into two-wheel drive mode if you want to do some drifts. Obviously you get some upgraded brakes. So as standard, you have steel brakes with 380mm discs up front, gripped by 6-piston calipers, and 370mm discs at the rear. These are the upgraded carbon ceramics. No, they're not. But you can get some. They'll cost you £8,000, which is quite a lot of money. Then you also get a speed limit increase from 155 to 180 miles an hour. Now we come to the main event, the engine. Like the old M4, you've got a 3-litre twin turbo straight six. However, it's got more power. So in the standard M4, you've got 480 horsepower, but in this competition version, you've got 510 horsepower, which is 60 horsepower more than the old M4 competition. It's also now got 650 Newton meters of torque, which is 100 more Newton meters than in the old M4 competition. In this car, it drives the rear wheels for an 8-speed torque converter automatic gearbox. There's no longer a dual clutch system. Does that matter? We're going to find out. Now it's time to actually drive the M4, and I think that the best way to acquaint myself with the car is to drift it before doing anything else. Because why not? So I've got my drift analyzer on. Let's see what it's like. Should we start in second or first? Let's try first. It might be a bit spiky in first. Let's give it a go though. Probably going to do second. Yeah, it's got the torque to do second. I've been warned not to do these tyres in. Someone else has got to drive it, some other motoring journalist after me. Is this bad of me? Probably is, isn't it? I better even them up a bit. Let's go this way again. Oh, sorry, whoever's got this next. Oh, full lock stops. Oh, it's so easy. Right, that's enough of that, because I must leave them some tyres. I'm sorry, BMW PR, and I'm sorry for the journalist who's driving this after me, but I'm just a very bad person. Oh, got to analyse my drift. It seems to like it. My maximum angle was 18.3 degrees. I drifted for 148 yards, and I did it for 15 seconds almost was my longest continuous drift. But then I was just dicking around, changing directions. I could have just constantly done it. It's so easy to do in this car. Gave me 4.5 stars. What will I give the car? Will it get 4.5 stars as well? The second thing I have to do on my list when first driving the new M4 is, of course, to launch it. So let's do it. I've got my specialist timing gear up here. Come on. Launch control active. Wow, that hooked up really well for a rear-wheel drive car only. Wow! 3.66 to 60. Let's stay on for the quarter mile. 11.62. Those are some good times. That 0 to 60 for rear-wheel drive only is amazing. What will this car do when you've got four-wheel drive? What a way to introduce yourself to the new M4. Drift it, launch it. One more thing to do. Brake test from 70 miles an hour, see how far it takes to stop it. Pushing this pedal through the floor. Literally am. Wow! 39 meters. That's really impressive. If you want to see how long it takes one of its key rivals to break in, I'll put a link up there to it. You can watch that video and see. You'll really understand how impressive this car is then. Anyway, let's do some more normal driving. Okay, so I've got the car set up in sporty settings, but with stability control in a halfway house. A little bit of slip, but it should gather me up if things get a bit too carried away. It doesn't feel quite as spiky as the old M4, and the traction it's got on the rear is amazing. It's a little less intimidating, but it still feels just as sharp in the way that something like an RS4 just doesn't. I'm loving this car already, I really am. And even with the suspension in its firmest setting, it deals with bumps pretty well. I'm driving on the bumpy bits of the track and it feels firm, it feels like a sporty car, but it's not really uncomfortable, and it's still managing to keep its tyres in contact with the road, which is all important for giving you that confidence and giving you that grip. Something else that gives me the confidence is the steering. It's not overly sensitive, so it's not like just darting too quickly into a corner. It really is just calibrated nicely for my brain, because the amount of turn and turning that I'm wanting from it or expecting. We do need to talk about the gearbox because it's not a dual clutch, but it's the tried and tested ZF system that BMW has been using in a lot of its cars, and it's been really well tuned by them, so it is responsive. Changing down, it's quick, it's on it. Changing up, it's as quick as you need it to be. This thing can just grip really well around corners, and then you can get on the power and it just hooks up. That diff is good. I'll tell you what's also is all right, the exhaust noise. Now I'm probably actually getting an enhanced effect through the speakers, but it's not terrible, I don't mind it. It seems consistent with what you'd expect the exhaust is making, or what it would have been making if it wasn't fitted with a petrol particulate filter. In fact, let me just go stationary and rev it. Now I'm revving it in car, that sound does sound ever so slightly synthesized. And that little bing you had, yeah, bing! It's me doing that action and getting picked up by the gesture control system. Let's go. It really does have an edge to it still, this car. It has that sporty M4 hairy chested edge. I like it. But what about as a daily? So what I'm going to do is let's go into comforty mode, efficient for the engine, comfort, comfort, comfort for everything. There we go. Drive with slow gearbox settings, some stability on, and quiet exhaust. Still makes an all right noise, not as pronounced. Steering's lighter. I actually like the lighter steering rather than the sporty heavier steering. The suspension, you can notice it's softer than before, but it still does have a sporty edge to it. It's not like an Audi RS4 where it does just feel like an A4 when you're driving it normally. This in comfort mode still feels like an M car. So you will feel the bumps a bit more than you will in like the Audi, but it's not terrible. As a result, you do get more feel from the car. It does feel more like a sense of occasion when you're driving it, regardless of what mode you've got it in. And of course, you know, you're just driving along normally, and it takes a wee while in comfort for the gearbox to pick up, but then you're off and you're warp speeding. Yeah, like this. They've done a good job. So then, what's my final verdict on the new BMW M4? Should you avoid it? Should you consider it? Should you shortlist it? Or should you just go right ahead and buy it? Well, I reckon you should go right ahead and buy the M4 because it's absolutely motherfucking badass. I hope you'll enjoy the video. If you did, please give it a like. Click on those windows there to watch some more videos. And if you click on that box there, you can go to CarWow to check out the new CarWow TV advert, which I star in and was actually produced by my team and I in-house. Go check it out.